Hi folks, on today's video tutorial I'm going to show you how to transform the surface model to solid model, and also we will make some simplification of the geometry because the imported geometry will be not solid, so we have to repair it, and I'd like to show you some example how to make it. And I'd like to reuse some extrude feature, revolve feature, and also some import data doctor. So let's start. I am using the Creo 11, and we are able to use drag and drop functionality to the Creo session, and the system will automatically recognize that I like to import the assembly, and you can use the template or not. It means that in the model you will have information from your template, parameter, relation, material, layers, and so on. For this example, we don't need this information, so I will really only confirm OK. The model is imported, and we can investigate what is solid, what is surface. If you would like to zoom in, you can use the scrolling by mouse, or you can hit the Control and middle button and create a rectangle, and you can zoom in better. As you can see over here is the blue color for the surfaces, mean it's a surface model. The gray color means that is the solid. So only a few models are really necessary to repair, and simple to say we can start with easy part, and will be this screw. So simple, you can select, the system will find the object for you, and you can open it in the separate window. And as you can see here, now we don't need to see the full geometry because we would like to use, for example, only envelope of this model. So I am able to select the feature, edit definition, and import data doctor. During the import data doctor, it's easy to select the surfaces from the filter, and you can select the surfaces one by one. So for example, click and select the surfaces, and then hit the button delete or right mouse button delete, or you are able to select in the rectangle, and the system will show you and select the necessary surfaces. So simple, select and delete. If we will change to edges, and then I will select this edge, the system will be available and select the delete button, and system will delete edge, and the surface will be closed. In the geometry check, we can set and check what is wrong, what is not wrong. And as you can see here, it is unsatisfied wireframe. What does it mean? The geometry is not set properly, and not all surfaces are set to quilts, altogether. So you can select problem geometry, and system show me that we are able to add the tangency. Somehow the tangency is not properly set, so system recognize it, and you can select the tangency. If you will select one more time, select geometry, system allow to you use the function repair or match. Sometimes you have to try if the repair is good enough, and we can try. If I will hit the repair and confirm, nothing happened. So you can go back, and we will select again the problematic geometry, and I will use the match. So what does it mean? It's something like that system will froze the geometry, and if I will hit the button and finish OK, you can see that no more errors appear. So sometimes it's better to use the repair. If it is not possible, please use the match, and it's really something that system will match all surfaces all together and create it properly. If we will finish OK, we can check and add the geometry, confirm OK, and now the object is again with the proper color. And as you can see, it's a gray. So what does it mean? It's a solid. And if you would like to see it, it's better to see by view, and you can create section, and now you can see that it's really, really solid. So it's really only example to select the invisible surfaces, and then you can select the coincident. What does it mean? If the object is placed properly and the first selection has been axis to axis, we are able to use right mouse button and repeat function. And what I would like to repeat is coincident to reference axis. So we will use the function add, and simple, we are able to select the axis couple of times, and the placement of the screw will be really, really fast. So now we have updated position for these new updated screws, or heads for screws. Simple to say. Maybe we can investigate the object. This another object will be simplified, so maybe this one doesn't make sense to be here. So I will delete the unnecessary objects from here, simple step by step, or you can select more objects in one step. For example, like this, with control button and delete. Yeah, maybe on the opposite direction also, this model don't need to be there. So we can select object and delete. Fine. Perfect. What does it mean? Our geometry is almost fine, and this object has to be transferred and transformed to solid and maybe simplified. So simple, you can select the object, and from right mouse button we would like to open it. So, but as you can see, if I will select this one, looks like model, but in reality it's assembly. So sometimes you have to really investigate the model tree, and if we will select this assembly and I will open it, I will show you what is here. The quilts are not embedded in the model, they are really separated, and then over here are a couple of bodies, but if you will see, it's only this strange object. I don't need it, so I will really only select and confirm OK and delete. And this object we would like to really make from scratch, I will call it. Yeah. So somehow I'd like to right now show you how you can reuse the existing geometry and copy or trace the surfaces and make a copy, an independent copy from one model to another one, and then maybe we can delete the source geometry. So let's have a look and start really from scratch. In the assembly mode, you are able to create new objects as the part or assembly, sub-assembly, skeleton, and so on. So we would like to really create new engine block, yeah. So we will specify the name, we can confirm OK, and for now I don't want to use the solid geometry as the template, but will be really empty. So what does it mean? We do not have the template used, and no material, relation or parameters are defined. We can do it later, or you can use it for your company standards. It's up to you. This new object I am able to select in the assembly mode and activate, and if I will activate this object, the system can show me the inactive components in the transparent mode. So that's really cool. With the configuration option, you can turn on or turn off the transparency and set transparency yes or no, and the system will show you transparency yes or no based on this configuration. But my idea, let's continue with the simplification. Over here I can see there is some surface. The surface I'd like to select, so we can simply select the geometry and select the surface. Simple, use the copy function, so you can use the menu or Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. Confirm OK, and now the object is ready, and in the activated model we have a copied geometry. What do we need to do? We need to know what are the exact length. So simple, in the analysis mode we can measure, and we can measure distance. So from this surface onto this surface, it's a 610 millimeters, so we can copy information. And over here, if I will select open, what does it mean? We can simple to select geometry again, for example surface, and we would like to make the function some thickness. Yeah, what does it mean? We can specify the depth. Yeah, and as I mentioned, it's a 610, and if we will confirm OK and Ctrl default orientation, Ctrl D, we can have a look if the object looks like we need. If I will close it in the assembly mode, everything will be updated. So perfect. The first geometry is copied, and we need to create additional necessary geometry, for example for these few particles. If I will select the again and activate, we would like to activate a couple of more surfaces, so you can select with Control button these surfaces and you will have a proper geometry. And if I will use the Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, the system will again copy information into my model. So I will open it, and immediately we have a necessary shape here. For this additional example, I'd like to use the extrude feature, and we will use the one of the surfaces as the sketch plane, and we are able to use directly the projection. With the Creo 11, we have a new menu for the projection, so we would like to really reuse the custom edges and continue with the selection, and one by one, and everything is specified and set, and all the edges we can extend with the corner function, and we will get the closed loop. Yeah, so simple. I will select right now a couple of geometry, and at the end over here, maybe we would like to create necessary cosmetic circle, and maybe over here, so it's quite good enough. And again, I will use the extension, so we can select end of the curve, and with the control button you can extend the curve, and also here. Yes, so simple, we can extend, and with the delete segment you can delete what you don't need or what you want. So it's up to you if you use the corner or delete segment. And what we need to really to do, we would like to reuse geometry and specify the shape. If I will finish, what is great, we can simple to specify that over here is the to reference. So what is the depth? It's a to reference, and this is reason that I have this second surface here, and the shape is done, and confirm OK. Perfect. And now this extrude feature, we would like to make some maybe a pattern feature, or the copy and duplicate. Let's have a look in the main assembly. So over here, the first geometry is ready, and now we would like to also make the analysis. What is the distance between these two surfaces? So if I will select it, say 228, I can copy this information, and we can go back to our simplified model. This extrude feature, we would like to select and make a copy. So select feature, make a copy, and use the function paste special. With the paste special, we would like to have a dependent copy, and we would like to apply move and rotate. If I will confirm OK, we are able to make the movement based on this edge, and over here in this direction it will be the distance 228. That's great. We have all necessary geometry, and now these two features we would like to go around and make a mirror. If you will switch on the datum planes, we do not have nothing here, so it's a simple, because we are able to create a datum and offset planes. So system asks me what is the offset dimension. It's 0, 0, 0, and if I will confirm, now we have a 3 default datum planes. If you will use the default template, your default datum and coordinate system was created before. Okay, what does it mean? We would like to make a mirror, so simple, select extrude feature and move it, copy geometry, use the mirror and mirror around the plane, and also we can again select necessary geometry and mirror around this datum plane. So let's have a look if the mirror geometry works as we need. So geometry is here, also here, that's great, and the opposite side looks also great. Perfect. Again, if we will go back, or maybe, sorry, I will activate the model, and we would like to reuse this and create a hole as necessary. So again, I will use the geometry selection, or maybe it will be better to use the surfaces, and we would like to reuse and make the copy of a few surfaces. So I will select all these surfaces has been existing on the original, and with the Ctrl C and Ctrl V and middle button, the geometry will be copied to our model. So over here is our necessary geometry, and with a simple extrude feature we can specify and make a shape as needed. Yeah, if you use the Ctrl 2 or Ctrl 5, the system will automatically, I will show you. Over here you see Ctrl 5 is the hidden line, Ctrl 2 is with shading edges. So with Ctrl 5 you can see all necessary curves, and with a circle you can create new shape as needed, and with the Ctrl 2 button we can specify that we would like to use two reference, and we will specify this one and automatically remove the material. So first hole is created, and then if we will continue with the extrude feature, simple to say, we are able to again create concentric circle based on this, and with the middle button we will finish. What we would like to do, we would like to go inside, has to be the hole, and remove material is automatically selected, so everything is perfect. Now we can say that the hole, I will go back, and you will see that hole is one time on the left, right, yeah, it's always on the opposite direction. So somehow it's not so easy, only make a mirror or copy and so on. So let's have a look how to do it, how I solve this issue. And with these extrude features, I'd like to use also copy and paste special, and we would like to apply move and rotate. What does it mean? Our idea is that we would like to move in the proper way. So we know that we would like to go back here in this direction, and if you remember, it was 220 to 228 value, but I don't want to go only to move, but I like to rotate. So we are able to rotate, so I will apply the new move and specify rotation. But over here is the question if the axis exists. I do not have axis here. No problem, you can create axis on the fly based on the cylindrical surface. Or simple to say, if this shape is not really cylindrical, yeah, as you can see that system do not specify it properly, maybe will be better if we will create first the point, and the point will be on the center. Yeah, so now it's perfect. Or better to say, you are able to select intersection between datum planes. So it's up to you how you will specify the orientation for the axis. For this example, we can really easy to create between two datum planes, and system will make the intersection. So you have a couple of ways how to create the axis, place it between datum planes, or place it on the points, and points and place it on the curve center. Yep. Okay, we will continue. And as you can see, I like to move, for example, 90 degree, and the new placement will be 228 to the left and 90 degree here. So if I will confirm, we have a second hole over here, and now simple to say, we can make the necessary mirror feature. Yep, let's have a look. Where is the location? So I will double check. Okay, this one is opposite, and also over here is the opposite orientation. So it's up to you if you will create a datum plane. So let's have a look. If we will move the axis away, and the axis will be available, yeah. So that's great, and we are able to create a plane on the fly, and will be oriented 45 degree, and another plane will be oriented 90 degrees. So maybe we can call it that it's not offset, but it's normal, and will be okay. Yep, so we have everything ready, and the feature can be mirrored. So first object, yeah, this extrude feature, and the second one we would like to mirror. So simple to select mirror feature around this datum plane, and will be over here, and the moved components will be mirrored around this plane and will be oriented properly here. All feature has been created, and now maybe it's a question how to deal with the surfaces which are reused from the original part. Maybe we would like to remove it because we would like to have really only solid geometry. Simple to say, what is great that you are able to select the all feature in the model tree, and you can use the function collapse. System will make it as imported geometry. So simple to say, you can see here that is the independent geometry, and if you will select independent geometry, you can use the function edit definition, and it looks like that we are able to use import data doctor. What is great that the surfaces which has been compiled, they are separated. Yeah, so you can simply select and delete. Also, the quilts are separated. Only body is the created solid geometry, and it's up to you if you would like to delete the datum planes which has been created, yeah, or you would like to use it. So it's up to you really. What is great that if it is imported geometry, you can delete what you want. Yeah, simple, confirm, OK, and finish. And as you can see, now we have only 3 datum planes, solid geometry, and for example, the axis or what you will leave it over there, for example, coordinate system. Yeah. Fine. The last thing what I would like to add over here is maybe this special shape here and maybe the ribs. So last but not least is this geometry. We will continue with the same logic. We will activate, and I'd like to make a copy of a couple of additional surfaces. So for example, we would like to reuse this surface, maybe this one also, and this one. So because we would like to trace the shape, yeah, this is the reason, and we would like to see how it looks like, and maybe also this one as the reference that we will see the angle. I will copy and paste and finish, and maybe we can continue, and I will open the model, and over here we can see that maybe we would like to use the simple extrude feature, and sketch plane will be the main one. And as I mentioned, we would like to trace the geometry, so we can use the project function. If we will use the edges, I'd like to reuse this one and also this one, and this one. Perfect. So all geometry is selected, and now we can create and use again the corner. Yeah, simple to say. Or we can extend, yeah, it's up to geometry. Okay, this actually is not possible to extend. So let's have a look. If I will project the another one, it's really about the geometry. And if I will use the corner, yeah, this one is not also works. So okay, let's try this one, because if we would like to maybe use this shape, maybe the projection is not good, because as you can see, the system really project the line, and then it's not possible to extend. You see, I am not able to use the extend function. So what is great that if you use the edge, the system adds this information to the reference list. And as you can see also, I have to find a solution on the fly if it's not working. So simple, if you will create new edge, but I like to use the proper point. So now the line has been created manually. So what does it mean? You are able to extend, and also you can create a corner. Yeah. So this is the hint when you are not able to use the function extend, how you can do it. That if it is not working, it was projection the proper line only, and then you have to create a new line, and system it will allow to you. So we can make a corner over here and over here, and maybe over here we would like to add some fillets or an arc. So simple, maybe we can really use this line, but fillet will be better, yeah. This one and this one, and also over here and over here. We will use the function equal rounds. We will have only one dimension, and you are able to select right mouse button and specify the value, yeah, by modify, and you can check and change it as you want. Yeah, so it's up to you, and then you can set that it's a 13.5, for example. Yeah, and will be changed immediately. Great. So it was a little bit complicated, but we have finished it. And now the question is, what is the depth? I don't know. Yeah. So what is the best? If you use the function toNext, and system will automatically recognize the depth and attach to existing geometry. So simple, in the drop-down menu it's here, or right mouse button toNext. If I will confirm, we have a first geometry here, and as the additional feature we would like to use the draft. You can make a measurements and specify the proper value, or you can do it only that approximately, yeah? So we will use the draft surface over here, and draft hinge will be top one. And then system allow to me to specify the dimension. You are able to set the angle and everything is fine. Yep, so angle is 37 degree, looks perfect. We can confirm OK. And now question is that also we don't want to use the geometry and we would like to copy, I'd like to delete the copy feature. So simple, these two last features, I will use the editing and collapse and confirm OK. And now this geometry is independent and we are able to delete copy surface. That's great. And also if you miss some additional round feature, you can specify edges and specify the shape and confirm OK. So approximately will be as needed, and if we will close the eyes, looks perfect. And last but not least is the shape of the rib. Yep. So let's have a look. Maybe we would like to make the approximately shape. So what does it mean? Again, maybe over here right now will be better if I will activate this model over here in the assembly, and we will create a revolve feature and we will specify its sketch plane. And now what is great that you are able to see the object in the clip mode. If I will select this one, the system show me the shape of the original assembly and my model, so I can reuse the edges by projection. Yeah, for example, I will reuse these edges with the projection. Yeah, and we will have the additional shape. Yeah, everything is here. Also, maybe you can continue to add custom lines. So it's up to you. Yeah, something like this. And also maybe over here I will create custom line. And we will create the part of the line geometry, and then I will create a corner between these lines, and the system automatically made a proper shape for me. If the shape is not close, please use the corner and the geometry will be closed. Now, what we would like to do, we would like to make a shape approximately in the good shape. So we will remove all information, simply to say I would like to remove all the references, and I will specify only coordinate system as the reference. What does it mean? System automatically create necessary dimension for me, and I am able to confirm sketch. I will confirm OK, and I miss the axis of revolution. Okay, we will create the axis between two surfaces and datum planes. Yeah, for example, OK, and we can continue, and the shape will be created. I will finish. Now over here is the question if the shape what I have created looks good or I miss some additional shape. And now in this mode you are able to select section and only edit function. And what is great, because we have a dimension here, so we are able to select the shape and then a little bit move. So I will move it a little bit. You can regenerate model. Yep. Also the opposite direction. So we will specify the shape, and you can change the shape a little bit. It's up to you. Yeah. So change it, regenerate, and you will say, okay, the shape looks good, or over here I'd like to have it more clearly like this, for example. Yep. So I will hide a little bit the shape of the ribs, and also left side I will go back, and maybe we can do it. It's up to you. If you will do it by dimension, it's fine, but we would like to make the approximately shape, and this is the reason that I like to show you how you are able to do it. And if we will open the geometry now, yep, again the shape looks good. And if you would like to make it as the one, import the geometry, you can select everything, make again, editing, collapse, confirm OK. And now it looks like imported geometry, simplified model without the references. And what is great, now you don't need the sword geometry and you can delete the quilt, yeah, or you can delete this import geometry, or simple to say the engine block can be added to the assembly. So let's try the lightest one, because this model is based on the swords body 146. So let's have a look. If I will jump into main assembly, yep. And in the main assembly, we would like to make it that this component will be a copy to main assembly. So simple, I can select Ctrl-C and Ctrl-V. I will use the default placement, come from OK. Yeah, so in the model tree, it's really at the end. And the official and original assembly, which was broken, can be deleted. Yeah, simple, delete the original one. And your geometry is repaired, and all assembly is right now as the solid model. It was a little bit fast, but as you can see over there is so many things what I have to use, and also a little bit investigate the problematic geometry. I hope so that you like this example and you have seen how it is possible to create and build geometry based on the shape, copy geometry, or how to use the collapse feature, and a couple of things regarding the import data doctor. Thanks for watching, comments, ideas, and have a nice day. Bye bye.